Hello everyone, I'm here today to do a book review of Branded. I was contacted by the authors Ketner and Missy Kalicicki, I think that's how you pronounce it. I was contacted by them to review this book, and I have, and so now I'm going to do a non-spoilery review of the book. Overall, I liked this book. I'd probably give it around a 3 out of 5 stars. I liked it, but there was a few flaws that inhibited me from giving it a higher rating, and I'll talk about those. Basically what the book is about, it is a dystopian type book. A commander comes into charge about 50 years ago, and he has a warped, weird mind. He creates this place called the Hole. So if you commit any one of these 7 deadly sins, which in case you don't know are sloth, gluttony, lust, pride, wrath, what am I missing? Envy and greed. If you commit any of those sins, then you are put into this hole, which is a very impoverished place to live, and you are only expected to live a few years max. So the main character, Lexi Hamilton, is committed for a crime she did not commit, for lust. And she is taken into this hole where she meets her commander to watch over her coal, and it is about living in this hole and what it is, and you will have to read and find out about what happens. So some of the things that I really enjoyed about this book was the plot. It's a really interesting concept, and one that I haven't heard of before, especially in a dystopian type of world. Sometimes they're kind of similar, but distinct enough stories to tell them apart. But this is something that I had never heard of before, and I was really interested to read. The fact of the 7 deadly sins and how that plays into everything, and what is this hole, like what makes it so bad. It was a really interesting to read. There's also great character development. Within like a few seconds of reading about a character, you basically have them pegged. The characters are so distinct from one another that it really makes for an easy read, and their personalities don't really get mixed together. My favorite character was the Great Dane, and his name is Zeus, and Zeus is kind of the comic relief of the whole book, and I really want a Great Dane now. Lexi Hamilton, the main character, is also very complex in the fact of, that she is wrongfully accused of the lust, but at the same time, it takes a while for you to understand what she had committed, and I liked that mystery aspect of it. My favorite character is the doctor that we find there. I'm not going to give anything away, but it's nice to have a nice character in all of the chaos and turmoil, and gives you a little faith in humanity +1. Also, the last couple pages of the book were very sit on your seat, what is going to happen next, and the detail was spectacular, and I loved everything that went on at the end. It was very nice lead up to where the next book is, and even though I only gave it a 3 out of 5 stars, I will definitely be picking up the sequel just to see what happens next. As for the things that I had a little bit of a problem with, I'll mention them so that way if you are interested to read this book, I highly recommend that you try it, because some people absolutely love it. But here are the reasons why I decided to give it a 3 out of 5 stars, and just to give you guys, a reader, a heads up on what problems might occur. So as I discussed, I really liked the plot. It was so interesting, and I was a little disappointed to find that I felt like this book focused more on the romance of the book versus the plot of the book. There's still kind of holes that I wish could be filled, and I kind of have a problem with this in books in general. I'd rather focus on the plot line and then have the romance be as a side thing versus kind of the main thing. The next problem of the book also does come with the romance. I guess you can kind of say that I didn't like the romance in there, just because I felt like the two people had an instant connection, and in Lexi's circumstances, I don't feel that there would be the instant connection. At least for me, it would be hard to place myself in Lexi's shoes, because I know I would not trust someone as easily as she did, and I guess that would be my character flaw. So go pick up this book. I'm interested to see what is going to happen next in the sequel, and I will definitely be picking up the sequel just to see how all the chaos that happened in the end of the book, how that all filters out into a new book. So that is it for today. If you like my videos, you can subscribe to me. You can also follow me on Goodreads, Tumblr, and Twitter. And I will see you guys later. Bye! So that is it for today. Oh, why am I choking up?